Hi Christina. In this video I am going to give you some more information on digital marketing. A lot of the stuff we talked about over the phone, but I wanted to be able to break it down for you so you have it and kind of explain things a little more in depth so you can see what I'm seeing as I go through it. So this might be a little bit long, but I got a lot of information for you. I did a lot of market research, so I want to make sure that you have a good grasp on all of this. So let's get started. First, I want to start with your website that you put together, and I wanted to tell you how much I love this slider and I love the pictures. They are so in tune with what you're doing, and I really like that. Another thing I noticed is I really like that you have your mission on here. I like that you have, some specific information about, your art of medicine. So you give your clients a lot of information. You have quite a few, touch to call kind of things. So I like that. I like that you have some of those call to actions for clients to see. A couple of things that I noticed that I would change. One, like I said, Wix websites, and a lot of people don't know this, so it's okay, but they don't do well on Google search engines. I don't know why necessarily. I just know that Google, lets us know very well that they don't. So that's one big thing, is making sure we change your platform over, which is super easy, super simple. I can do that for you. That's not something I charge additional for. Another thing is I would like to see here that your phone number becomes something a little bigger, something, maybe here in the middle, something they can click and call you. We're up to almost 96% of users are finding things on their mobile device before they go onto a desktop. So we want to make sure if somebody's on a mobile, they can really easily click to call you, and that's going to help turn over your web traffic into actually becoming new patients and coming to see you. So that was one thing I saw that was pretty important. Another thing, like we talked about before, is content and making sure that you have a lot of unique, relevant content. And you're going to hear me talk about this a lot as we kind of go over your competition. But I do like that you actually have your story in here, and it's not something that's copy pasted from somewhere else. So I really like that. I would expand on this a little bit, and again, I can do that for you. That's part of what I do, but I would turn this into at least 500 words with 1,000 words on the homepage. And so that's one thing I noticed. I love that you have your frequently asked questions section. I took a look over that, and it's great. There's so much information there. As for your dispensary, we could make this a little easier for people to navigate. I see you have, a search here, and they can go through here. We could make this a little easier for them to navigate with actually putting some of the pictures of your products on the website page, and when they click that individual product, then it will take them over to the product page here. Okay, so just again, another way to just kind of turn over some more of those leads actually into paying clients. So that's one area. We can do the same thing for stuff in your store, like we talked about before. If you don't want to ship it or whatnot, we can put in there, available in store, call for, any kind of help they can call. So that was what I noticed there. And then I wanted to pop over to your Facebook page, and I love your pictures on here, and I love how much you're getting on camera and you're interacting, and I absolutely love it. It's really hard sometimes to break out of our shell and do that, so I love that you are being adventurous with that. So the biggest thing on your Facebook page I saw was, I like that your About section is nice and long. I like that your story section is nice and long. I would make this a little longer. Again, I would just stretch it out, and I can help with that. That's one of the things that I'll do as we start setting up, SEO for you, and that's part of your social media that goes with that. So I'd space that out just so clients know, search engines are seeing it, social media is seeing it, and then they're more likely to pull you up in those search results, whether people are searching here or searching in Google. Okay, and then I did do some looking around, And here we have Doctors in San Diego is what we're looking at. And I went through this. I searched several different kind of keywords that go for your industry and in different areas to see what we could find. And the biggest competitors I found, I pulled up and did some looking into for you. So this is one of your biggest online competitors, is Neuropathic Health Center of San Diego. And I like to go over these competitors with you so you kind of know what we can do that's really easy, really simple, and part of your package to make sure that you're pulling above them. And you'll kind of see an estimate on what they're getting as far as new patients, and that'll help us estimate what we can get you for new patients. So Neuropathic Health Center of San Diego, they have a very basic website. The thing I noticed the most is, like we've talked about over and over, is content. They do not have very much content at all. In fact, even when I go into, things like their treatments, it's maybe a paragraph or so where we could really talk a lot more about things like this, especially, thyroid treatment. There's so much we could talk about rather than just a little paragraph snippet that would definitely help you. But they are ranking with what they have. So we're going to pop over here, and this is a little tool I use that gives us an idea. So their organic search traffic right here is 142. So they're getting 142 visits to their website just because of where they're listed on the search engine. Paid search, this would be paid ads that they pay for through Google. And you can see this is not helping them nearly as much as just where they're listed on Google. The next thing is their backlinks. And I try to keep this really simple for you. But backlinks are the heart and soul of SEO. And what they are is they are votes for your website. They are good websites voting for your website. And in Google eyes saying, hey, this is a really good website. Move it up. Show it more. Give more of your searchers an opportunity to find this. And so they have a total of only 12 backlinks. On average, the number of backlinks that we see for a business after, say, maybe a year is right around like 3,000. So they only have 12, and they're getting all of this traffic. Super easy for us to be able to pull above them in those search engine categories. The next one I saw that was a big one was this one, the Integrative Health Solutions with Dr. Bronner. And the one big thing I noticed on this website is most of the information that is about the treatments, programs, conditions, all of those things is copy-pasted from other websites. That alone gives us a huge heads up because Google, again, likes lots of authoritative, quality, unique content. So we definitely do not have authoritative, quality, or unique here because it's copy-pasted. But he is ranking, so we want to see what he's getting. He is ranking because he has all these backlinks and way more than the other competitors. So he is pulling 423 in traffic, so 423 unique visitors to his website. So content is king in this world, meaning that we don't need all those backlinks to beat out that website due to the fact that the content is not unique. So very simple, but again, the backlinks is still kind of a low number for how long their website's been up, and that won't be an issue there. The last one was this, Chaparral, and this one, it was kind of the same thing. They're only getting 44 on their traffic, and they only have 69 backlinks. Again, they just haven't put a lot of effort into their marketing, and so it looks to me like this one, they're not necessarily paying somebody to help them, but it's just kind of defaulted into there. So that was some information I wanted to give you and show you kind of how this works. But really the idea is that we want to get your office listed right here and right here in the Google search engines. And you can see here, nobody has beat out Yelp. And that doesn't take, it takes some time, but it doesn't take a lot of work. so you don't have a lot of competition working really hard for you. So I see this as being absolutely doable and ready to go for you. So I am excited to get started. We talked a lot about how your website is the first piece of this. So what I'm going to do is you're going to get another email from me shortly that's going to be kind of a mock sample of what I had in mind for your website. I would also like some more ideas from you. You put together your Wix site and I have that to follow, and that's wonderful. But if you have anything else, like anything you wanted but you couldn't figure out on Wix, or anything that you have seen on other people's websites that you'd really love to have on yours, feel free to send me those websites and give me, just a little note about what you liked or didn't like on those sites, and I'll make sure I absolutely incorporate it in there. All right, so that is it for right now, and I will talk to you soon. I will follow up with you, and I'm excited to get started, so I will talk to you soon.